Hi there, my name is John Kern. I'm the Advanced Planning Project Coordinator here at Maryland Volunteer Lawyer Service, MVLS. Um, we are doing a citywide push to get as many folks in Baltimore City to do their estate planning as possible. Estate planning is a really important tool to keep homes and families and to plan ahead for the kind of difficult questions and transitions that happen at end of life. There are three documents that make up your estate plan. They are the Advanced Healthcare Directive, and this is the first document. It deals with your healthcare, so it's going to assign someone that's going to be your healthcare agent. Each of these documents assigns a person to help oversee and function as part of how the documents work. So just a way to think about it is you have a house, and then inside that house is the family, and then within those families, your family is my family, all of our families, there are different kinds of relationships. So these documents just outline what those relationships are. So this relationship with the healthcare directive is someone is named your healthcare agent, and that person can speak for you if you cannot. So when you're having that conversation with that person, you want to know that that person really knows your values, that they're a great person to interact with the healthcare system, that they're calm, cool, and collected, and that they know what your wishes would be if you can't speak for yourself. So that's the first document. The second is the financial power of attorney. And this is a very, very powerful document, I want to say. We have a lot of issues, not only here in Maryland, but also nationwide, with financial exploitation of older adults and elder abuse. This is a document that can be a great tool to prevent that because it assigns someone, in the same way that the healthcare directive does, it assigns someone who can act on your behalf financially. Okay, so again, I say it's a very powerful document. This person can walk into a bank, they can change beneficiaries to your insurance policies. They can write checks in your name, they can use your cards. So we want to be very, very sure about who this person is. People ask me, do I have to have the same person for all of my estate planning documents? And that's not true. You want to have a conversation with each person to identify who's the best person in your family to do that. So maybe your healthcare agent is someone who knows your values, but the POA person, the financial power of attorney person, somebody that's very good with money, very trustworthy. So again, you're assigning a person who can help you with your finances if you're unable to or if you just need them to. But again, you want someone that's very, very responsible with money, somebody that you trust, okay? The third document is your will, and the will just basically passes your assets to who you want to have receive them after you pass away. Okay, and what's very important for a lot of our clients is avoiding the probate process. So folks didn't know Aretha Franklin just passed away. She passed away without a will, and that means that the state of, in her case, Michigan, Detroit, has to go through and divvy up her assets to her family. So that's what's going to happen if you don't have a will, and that's what's called probate. We want to avoid probate. It's an expensive process, so there are ways you can pass things around probate to make it cheaper for yourself. So like if you have a car, you just go down to the NBA, you do a transfer on death, the car moves around. If you have insurance policies, you name those beneficiaries, it goes around probate. So you can just pass this stuff, you don't even have to put it in the will, it just moves right around. And the most important thing is our house. It's the biggest asset in our estate. And we want to pass that with a life estate deed. And the life estate deed just says you're going to deed the house in your name, but somebody has a future interest in the house, just like they have a future interest in the car. So the house will pass to them when you designate, when you pass away. Okay, so these things are going to move around probate. And then the will is your heirlooms, things like that, things that you value in your family, and they're going to pass through. So having these conversations as it pertains to the healthcare directive and the POA and the will and avoiding probate is an extremely important tool just for peace of mind in the family and avoiding conflict. And it also lets us look to the future, keep our assets in our families, stabilize our communities, keep houses in the families, and we want to look out for all of our people all the time. And some of the conversations can be kind of difficult naming each person, but if we have them, it's just that much easier. So definitely encourage doing it, and contact MVLS. We can set up the estate plan for you.